Hello, my name's Linda, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and welcome to my 12 Days of Christmas. And today I'm going to be using the stamp set from the annual catalogue, and it is the Hearts Come Home stamp set. And this is a great set, and I'm only using the stamps. I'm not using the framelits on this occasion. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Here is my stamp set. I'm going to be using these two houses, the two trees, and I'm using All Hearts Come Home for Christmas, but you could actually use any of these sentiments. And I'm using the little bit of smoke that comes out the chimney, and I'm bringing in my Stamparatus, and this is going to be great because this is a simple, easy card to make, and it's a card that you can make, you can mass produce it. So if you're making 30 cards and you want them all to be the same, this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to show you the way that I do this. So I start with a piece of, this is just printer paper, and it is 9.5 by 14, and I've just folded it in half so I can find the centre, and I just lay it in my Stamparatus and put my incredibly strong magnet on there, and then I line up. So I start with my houses, start with my house that I want to be in the middle, and I line it up. So obviously I'd put it on here and then push it on, so I have that in the middle. Then I do my tree, and then I turn this over because it comes out. You can turn it over so you can have loads of stamps working at once. And then I've put my sentiment there. Again, I've lined it up with my centre line, and when I'm actually doing this, I actually stamp as well. So let me show you an example. So I just keep stamping until I decide where everything needs to be and where I'm happy, and then you can line it all up. On the other side, I've put my little piece of smoke, so that's going to be at the top of my tree, and then turning this round, I have my house, my other house, and my other tree. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with my house in the middle, and I'm going to bring in a piece of Whisper White. So I've got a piece of proper paper here now, Whisper White paper. I'm going to put my magnet on. The colours I'm going to be using for this are Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, Real Red, and Basic Grey. And there's also going to be some black. And I'm going to start with Pool Party and the Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to do my house, Pool Party. And you can decide how you want to do this. You could do one card at a time, or you could just ink up like I'm doing now, so my house and my tree, and then put it down. And then you could go on to your next piece of paper. You could take that out, put another one in, take it out, put another one in, and then can carry on like that. But I'm going to keep going with this, so I'm going to turn it over. So now I'm going to be working on my sentiment. Let's just put these inks away, because otherwise I will put my elbow in them. Okay, so off of camera, what I did was I stamped the home out of my sentiment onto a piece of post-it note, so the sticky side's on the back, and I've just putting that to one side for a moment, but I'm going to be using that. So I'm bringing in my Real Red, my Real Red marker, and I'm just going to ink up the home in the sentiment. I'm just going to bring that over and stamp it. I'm going to do that again. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my chamois, and I'm going to clean my ink off. Clean the red ink off. And then I'm going to bring in my little post-it, and I'm going to cover the home that I've stamped already with it. And then with the black, I'm going to ink up the sentiment and stamp that down. and that looks good. So now I'm going to go on to the other side. I'm going to bring in my grey for my next house, ink that up, and the granny apple green for my tree. And I'm going to bring that down from that side. There we go. So now turn this one round, and I'm going to do my smoke from my chimney, and I'm going to do that in black. And there we go. Now I can take this off and move this to one side, and I'm going to make this card up. Just remember that you can close one, but you cannot close the other one because it will break, so you need to take that one off and don't try and close it. Okay, let's bring this in, and I'm just going to peel this post-it note off now. There we've got our little home, and what I'm going to do, if I can find it, I have my subtle embossing folder here, and I'm going to go over to my Big Shot and I'm just going to emboss this, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, I wanted to show you the sandwich for this, for the platform. So you just use one plate, then you have your embossing folder, and then you have your platform, and you would use the platform that you would use for embossing, but only one plate, because these ones are super textured ones, so you don't want to break your Big Shot. And then I can take that out, and it's going to be very hard to see because it is subtle, but it gives it a little bit of something. Okay, so I'm gonna stick that to the grey, and the basic grey, I've cut that out half a centimetre larger, so it's 10 by 14.5, just so we've got a nice little layer there. Okay, so now I'm just going to be bringing in my little pick-me-up tool. You might have seen me use these before. They're brilliant tools, but Stampin' Up! Actually do their own now. They do one like this, but I've had this one for a few years. And I've just got this little heart. Now, this heart came from the window. I don't know what it's called. What is it called? Can I find it? I will put it up for you. But it's just basically a tiny little heart. Most people will have a heart die from somewhere, and I'm just going to put that on my door. There. And then I have, if I can find it, here it is. I've just used thick Whisper White, so it's A4 cut in half, scored at 10.5 centimetres, and then folded over, and I'm going to put that on here. And there you go. So obviously this card can be changed. You can change the colours. Let's come in so you can see it a bit better. You can change the colours of this card, you can change the background, you can change the sentiment. So it's got lots of possibilities. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and pop over to my blog if you'd like to order this stamp set. And this October, this is going out in October, if you're ordering in October, I have a special offer. Let me show you what it is. So if you're ordering in October, the special offer this October are these little box sleeves. I mean, these would look good as well. Too big for this card, and you will get 6 of these if you order from me for over £35, £35 or over actually. I will send you 6 of these. They will not come with your order. They will be sent by me at the end of the month. So, thanks for watching. Bye.